Okay, so I just got done recording my second look with the brand new Petalmorphosis from Pat McGrath. I have some thoughts, also some new information as to why we are not seeing the baked formula in these new palettes. While I think the looks that I've come up with are really, really pretty, and I've actually played with this a bit off of camera as well, and while I think the looks are really pretty, for me, personally, without those special baked formulas in here, this is just, it's just not special. It just doesn't have the specialness that those baked formulas had. And I will say, I actually did make a bit of an exception for the last couple of palettes because the special shades here on the end actually still had quite a bit more sparkle than these ones. And I was willing to let it slide a little bit just because they still were, still pretty impactful on the lids, and I liked how they looked. And while I think that this is really pretty, it's just not nearly as sparkly and special as some of her other palettes. Now, color story wise, I'm really pleased with this. I am really glad that the brand seemed to listen to us and give us something a little bit different. We still have a bit of our pinky tones, but she did give us the greens, and I do feel like that makes it a bit different, and I really do enjoy this color story. Every look I've come up with has really, really been quite beautiful. However, at $128, y'all, like, I definitely would not pay full price for this. If you are interested in it still, wait for a sale. Now, there is some word on the street as to why we are not getting the baked formula anymore. And I guess while that formula was really popular within the beauty community, apparently it was not well received from the typical beauty consumer. Word on the street is that Sephora had tons of returns due to that flakier, dry formula that we all know and love. It's really hard to work with, which I can understand. Like, if you don't know what to do with them, it's a little bit intimidating, which is really quite disappointing because that Italian baked formula really truly was special and unique, and I felt like that is what made these palettes worth it. Without those in here, it's just not the same to me. I just don't find it worth the price point. I feel like there's comparable shadows on the market in this formula for way less money. And even in the last couple where we didn't see that baked formula, the shades that were in this area of the palette, the special shades, they still had a lot of impact and they were really sparkly, and I was willing to let it slide. But this, to me, is just not special. It's got much more of a base pigment, these ones do, than those. And that was what was so special about the baked formula, is they were so transformative, and it allowed you to like layer and mix and match and really create so many different looks with layering. And that's what I miss the most, is that they were so transformative and it allowed you to create so many different looks that way. Whereas these have a base pigment and they're not layerable. I hope I'm making sense. But anyways, color story wise, I think this is beautiful. I am a bit disappointed we don't have any like copper-esque shades. The closest thing we have to that is this. I mean, it is pretty, but for me, it's just not the same. Also, RIP the old palettes. Apparently, those are all being reformulated with a pressed shadow formula. Ugh, I gotta tell you, so disappointing, because by the time mine are bad and like expire and are no longer usable, I probably would have repurchased many of them, but now knowing that it's gonna be a pressed formula, I'm not so sure. So anyways, RIP the old motherships, and those are my thoughts on the new Petalmorphosis. Pretty, the formula is not unique.